Hello everyone, we're back for our last reading lesson of the week, and we're finishing up with our theme of habitats, and today is going to be rainforest habitats, a very cool, very interesting habitat. This is by Arnold Ringstead again, and this is just one of the favorite things I've done this week, is just focusing on the same author, similar kinds of ideas, just about these different kinds of habitats. I could have done a totally different skill, like compare, contrast these different habitats for similarities and differences. So it'd be something you can even do yourself. Create one of those double bubble maps or a Venn diagram. Could be just like a fun extra special project you could do, and I would love to see those in Seesaw. But in this one, it's going to be teaching us all about the different kind of layers and parts of the rainforest, including the canopy and understory, special plants and animals, and current threats to the world's rainforest. Looking at the table of contents again, great introduction. Which is also kind of like just another great example of a summary. Welcome to the rainforest. It gives you kind of the highlights, those big main parts of the story. And remember though, when you are choosing your chapter to do a summary on, do not do the introduction. Don't do the introduction. That already is a summary in itself, so you're going to want to choose one of the others. And for your assignment again today, you are going to be doing a Kids A to Z book that I assigned you. Then you're going to do your summary sheet. Then you'll do your quiz. And you can do one chapter or two, as long as the chapters are connected. But some of the other chapters are where are the world's rainforests? What do rainforests look like? Warm and humid, two great, descriptors, characteristics of a rainforest. Plants of the rainforest, living in the trees, on the rainforest floor. The fierce piranha for its kind of focus feature animal, and then threats to the rainforest. And just to let you know, spoiler, that's the chapter I'm going to be doing for my summary, just so I can give you another example of a persuasive summary. And to go to our skill, let's read it at I can determine. Ready? I can determine the main idea of my text and use key details for support. Remember that determine means figure out. We're going to try to figure out the main idea in one sentence. What is your whole chapter? Or if you're doing two chapters that are connected, what are they about? You should be able, in your own words, be able to tell somebody, yep, that's what that chapter is about. But then to make it better, to explain why that's the main idea, you use key details, the most important parts, most important facts of that chapter or two chapters to basically really explain why that's the main idea. Make sure I don't lose my book here. And we are going to be using this graphic organizer. I've been watching a lot of videos I know this week, so I filled out just a quick little bits of this. Our first column here, summary parts. What is the name or article or type of text? So in the book, Rainforest Habitats, author's name, Arnold Ringstead. Action, choose one. Informed, that means it's just teaching you, giving you information. Claimed is really more of like a big new science idea. Explained is teaching you how to build or make something. Persuaded is that opinion. Gist, what's the main idea of the article or text? So in that one sentence, what was it about? The main idea is about. Then down below, so remember, I'm not going to do it just to save you time from watching me retype it, but you are going to type all of these things down there. And I could do it, but I don't want to waste your time watching on the video. You can go back and watch a couple of those past videos if you need to from the week. But really, you're just going to write in the book, Rainforest Habitats, Arnold Ringstead persuaded me that the main idea is about. You'll write that all down there. And then you'll add at least 3 key details to support the main idea. First, also, another fact is. So let's get into our book. I'm going to read that, just that introduction again, just to get us all familiar with what a rainforest is. Rainforests are only a small part of Earth, but they have many plants and animals. Rainforests have warm weather. It also rains a lot on the rainforests. Many kinds of animals live there. More than half of all known animal species live in rainforests. And that word species, in that kind of bold magenta pink, means specific animal, like a scarlet macaw or a three-toed sloth. And more than half, over 50% of all the animals that we have in the whole world are just in the rainforests. And many of them live nowhere else in the world. Animals and plants in rainforests work together to live. Animals use trees as food and housing. Some animals eat seeds and fruit. This spreads seeds to new areas. Predators help control populations by eating other animals. So predators, they eat animals, which is really, really important. If you had one animal, if you had a particular animal or a specific animal, and you had too many of them, that animal is going to probably have a certain diet, the food that they eat. And if there's too many of them, there might be a chance that they would eat all of the food, and then that animal population would start to starve because they ran out of food. So predators are really important in that food chain. Deforestation, D meaning to get rid of, take out. So when I put D in front of forestation, basically means you are cutting down, you basically are getting rid of a forest. You're cutting it all the way down. Well, deforestation puts the world's rainforests in danger. It is dangerous to plants and animals. People cut down trees to make new roads or build farms, but this destroys habitats. Now, we do need trees. We need that as humans for the things that we make and produce. But if you do too much, that can be very, very harmful. Now, right here is a great picture of a rainforest canopy. If you remember that word canopy, the top of a forest from our forest habitat book. And that caption says, thick treetops cover the amazing plant and animal life in the rainforest below. Okay, I am going to read this first chapter though. And then we're going to practice doing our summarizing with it. So I'm not going to write it. I'm just going to tell you. But as soon as I'm done reading this chapter, I'll stop the video. You'll get a chance to tell the summary to yourself or aloud or to somebody else. Then you can start the next part of the video and kind of check and reflect against my summary. Where are the world's rainforests? All of Earth's rainforests are near the equator. Remember the equator from our geography, especially our Me and the Map project. The equator basically cuts the world in half, and it separates the northern hemisphere from the southern hemisphere. This location gives them plenty of warmth and sunlight. The plants and animals of the rainforest need this to live. The world's largest rainforest is the Amazon. It is spread across 9 countries in South America. Most of the Amazon is in Brazil. The Amazon has more species than any other rainforest. Other major rainforests are in Central Africa and Southeast Asia. A large African rainforest is in the Democratic Republic of the Congo. Another is in the island of Madagascar. Many Southeast Asian rainforests are in India and Indonesia. The caption there, rainforests can be found across the world in countries near the equator. So you can pause the video here, reread it if you need to, so you can do your main idea and at least 3 key details. First, also another fact is, and you can start the video, but you can start the next part of the video to just check on my main idea and key details.